Okay, so we're going to change it up a little bit, and today we're not going to talk about resiliency. We're going to talk about victim shaming. How about let's start with the beginning, right? So the day the shooting happened, and we were supposed to go straight to the hospital, right? Or some EMS should have been there. Someone should have been there to check on us. No, we were surrounded by SWAT. We were escorted out of the building. We were taken to the side of the building and surrounded by SWAT, where our family members could not get to us. They had to stand on the perimeter and see us, but could not hug us or hold us initially. We had to ask the SWAT members to give them permission to come in. You had to point out who your family members were so that they could come up to you and hug you and console you and comfort you. Then we had a prayer outside of the building, and we were promptly escorted to a bus where we were taken downtown to the police headquarters. And I personally had on no shoes. My husband asked I asked the officer if he could cross the line that they had divided the street into so that he could go to Family Dollar and grab me a pair of shoes. She said, that is the least of our worries. So I was barefoot. Remember, I told you I was limping for a couple weeks. Well, I was barefoot in the store. When I got out, I was still barefoot. When I walked on the bus, I was barefoot. And when I walked downtown on the cobblestone sidewalk to the police headquarters, I was still barefoot. When I walked upstairs, I was barefoot. I stayed barefoot until I came back downstairs from the police headquarters. By the way, they took us in this building, and I asked if I could use the bathroom. So me and two other ladies were in the bathroom, and they told us not to come out for a few minutes. And we heard people walking in the hall. We find out later that that was the shooter walking past the bathroom in the same building where they were holding us, right? They escorted each of us into our own room by ourselves, closed the door, and left us there. Victims of a shooting. A mass shooting. Haven't gone home, barely got some consolation, no EMS, no hospital. We're sitting in a room by ourselves. I'm sitting there like twisting in my chair, like, trying to figure out if I want to get up and get to the door. Like, what do I do? Like, now I know this dude is in here with us, and you just got me sitting in this room, and I'm feared. I'm fearful of my life, And they come in and they ask me questions. Did I see the shooter? What did I see? They're asking me these questions. And after they ask me the questions and they tell me I can go, they send me back downstairs. They say I can either get back on the bus or I can have somebody come pick me up from there. Did they ask me, did I feel okay? No. Did they ask me, was I hurt? No. Did they ask me, did I need some medical attention? No. Did they ask my daughter any of those questions? No, they didn't. Did they ask anybody else who was on the bus? No. Now, our human resources person from TOPS did ride with us, and he did ask us if we were all right, but how all right can we be? Nobody really cared if we were all right for real. I mean, I'm not saying that he didn't care. What I'm saying is it wasn't enough care to change what was happening to us. Okay? There were centers set up for other people who had been victimized in other ways. There were centers set up at the school nearby and at Johnny B. Wiley nearby. I didn't know about this until way, way after the fact. I didn't know that Best Self was there to support us. I didn't find out until weeks later when I was on a radio show with the mayor and the head of Best Self at the time. And she said that they were on the scene within minutes. I said, I had no idea. I got no counseling. I got no therapy. I got no EMS, EMT, nothing. Just, I was an asset, not a victim that day. An asset. And I'm not the only one. So when they had a category C that we had to prove that we were hurt, and we're still considered present, not injured. And I keep telling them that is totally incorrect. You don't think I'm injured? My life is injured. Still. Right now. That's all for today. Thanks for listening.